Smeller, Mark Nash, Michael Gross. Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. And yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo. What up? What up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317. Y'all know how I get down, baby. Little Rock, Indianapolis, we back in the building. And yes, sir. I'm back with another one, man. Back with everybody's favorite topic. You know what I'm saying? Back with everybody's favorite topic. And we're talking about Errol Spence Jr., your Dennis Ugas, and we're also talking about the one, the only, Terence Bud Crawford. Now, the question that I got for you guys today, the question that I have for you individuals today, and come on in, is if Errol Spence gets 3 belts, what's a fair split for Terrence Crawford fight? But before we get into all that, man, hopefully everybody having a good I would say Thursday, having a good Thursday. There is not much boxing going on this weekend, if any. So I really ain't got too much to look forward to this weekend. No boxing, none of that shit. So it is what it is. I ain't mad at it. I know it's a Super Bowl this weekend, so I'm ready for that, man. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. Oh, baby. That's going to be a good game. Today, man, I'll probably go out and find me some dinner or something, man. It's been snowing around this bitch, man. I don't know how weather is across the country, but I know next week it's supposed to be real bad across the whole country. And right now I'm looking at straight snow. Man. So are you guys that aren't used to having cold weather, aren't used to being snowed in, and you are in a relatively warmer climate, definitely go out there and get you some supplies, man. Definitely go out there and get you some food, some water, some whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? With the alcohol, weed, whatever you need to get you through this little snow shit. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Smash it up. That reminds me, I gotta reach out to Michael Polite Coffee right quick, man. See, can we get him on the show? Let me see, can I get his number, man? There we go. I'm about to say his goddamn number out loud. Hey, man. See, no, man. Oh, man. Gotta get him on the show, man. But yeah, man, back to the topic at hand. Errol Spence Jr., if he's able to be your Dennis Ugas, if he's able to go out there and beat your Dennis Ugas? Where should negotiations begin? Where should negotiations begin? If Errol Spence, I mean, look, and I gotta give credit where credit is due. All right, I gotta give credit where credit is due, man. Shout out to when I say about Demerchenko first BX. D Nice said about Demerchenko. Okay. Yeah, D Nice was being disrespectful last night, man. That nigga said, shit, we ain't gonna do that. He ain't beat Triple G up. We ain't gonna do that. Hey, man, that's wild. But I gotta give credit where credit is due, man. PBC had a plan. PBC executed their plan better than Top Rank. PBC went out there and they grabbed up Manny Pacquiao. Remember, before Manny lost that title to Jeff Horn, he was still with Top Rank. Then when he lost it to Jeff Horn, he did that little what do you call it? He did that little pay-per-view with damn, what's that boy name? Not Vinaz Matarojan. What's that boy name, man? Damn, what's that dude's name? Who Pacquiao just fought, man, over there in Malaysia? Damn, I forgot that boy name, man. Lucas Matisse. He did that thing with Lucas Matisse, and then Al Heyman came out the woodwork and scooped him up. Al Heyman scooped him up, man. Al Heyman got to Pacquiao, and remember around that time, Bob Arum was still under the impression that he had Pacquiao still under contract. But he really did. And Al Heyman came through, scooped up Manny Pacquiao, and the rest, I mean, should I say is history? Because after Manny beat Lucas Matisse, he was the WBA regular. Then he came up and then he fought AB, and then he got a shot at Keith Thurman. He was able to beat Keith Thurman. And the reason I say kudos to Al Heyman, right? The reason I say props to Al Heyman is even though no matter how you feel about the WBA, no matter how you feel about their tactics, their sanctioning bodies, and the way they go about conducting business, Al Heyman had the foresight. Al Heyman recognized it like this, man. The WBA got so many titles, right? So many different champions. We can kind of fool the casual public into believing that the gold champion and the interim champion and the regular champion and all this right here, and don't forget that they got an interim regular champion too. I don't know. That we can fool the public into believing that all these guys are actually champions. But the genius plan is, what's genius behind it? By aligning yourself with the WBA like he did. By aligning yourself with the WBA like he did, the WBA is going to give, I don't want to say special treatment, but just like the WBO, you know what I'm saying, does good work with Golden Boy in Top Rank, the WBA does good work with PBC. Just like Canelo does good work with the WBC. Al Heyman recognized the WBA as being maybe a untapped resource. By keeping the WBA in the people's face by recognizing all these dudes as champions. By recognizing all these dudes as champions, you kind of become in favor with the WBA. And I'm not saying it's a bad move. I'm saying it was a smart, very, very, very intelligent move from Al Heyman by aligning himself with the WBA. Now we are at present day. When Manny Pacquiao was stripped of his belt, when Yordenis Ugas was elevated to becoming a super world welterweight champion. Now, I ask you guys, what's next for Errol Spence? Is it the Ugas fight? If you're Yordenis Ugas, do you really go right into an Errol Spence fight? You just became champion. Or does Al Heyman need to make it worth your while? We've seen what happened with Sean Porter fight. Even though a lot of people thought you maybe did enough to beat Sean Porter, you kind of came up short. So if you're Yordenis Ugas, do you really go right into a fight with Errol Spence? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I don't know. I just know Ugas, man. You have to love the position Ugas is in. He's not tied down to a promoter. He's not tied down to a network. He is a contractor of sorts. I know he fights on PBC and he has a lot of fights on PBC, but we all know that those guys on PBC really don't have any kind of loyalty. Well, not loyalty, but any kind of written contract written out. So with that being said, if you're Yordenis Ugas and Al Heyman is your advisor, you got to ask him, man, what's all on the table? Has there been any offers coming from Top Rank for a potential fight with me and Bud? If so, how much? How much are you willing to give me for this Errol Spence fight? How much am I worth to you for this Errol Spence fight? We all know, and I'm sure Ugas knows, we know that Errol Spence is Al Heyman's guy. He's PBC's guy. He's PBC's big fish outside of the likes of the Deontay Wilder. Like Earl said, if your name ain't Wilder, you ain't making more than me on PBC. Period. Now we got to see how much Ugas demands. Does Ugas demand a equal share with Errol Spence Jr.? Should Ugas? Let me ask y'all this right here. If you're Yordenis Ugas and you see Mikey Garcia get 50-50, you seen Sean Porter, a champion, get 50-50. You seen Danny Garcia. I believe Danny Garcia got 50-50. Is Ugas worth 50-50 in the Errol Spence fight? Is Yordenis Ugas worth 50-50 in an Errol Spence Jr. fight? How much is Yordenis Ugas worth? That's what I want to know for y'all. How much is Yordenis Ugas worth in an Errol Spence fight? 30%, 40%. Against Sean Porter, he got a couple $100K, and Sean Porter got $1 million. His biggest payday was, I believe his biggest payday is Abel Ramos, maybe. You know what I'm saying? A couple $100,000. How much does Ugas deserve in negotiations? Let me see, because we got a guy says Danny Garcia didn't get 50-50. Let me see. Versus Errol Spence Jr. Let me see what their purse was. Man, I don't know where this shit here coming from. Errol Spence has made $10 million, but who is this dude? Total Sports and Cash Flow Sports. Like ain't none of this shit. Bro, ain't none of this shit like I don't like. How are they saying Earl got $10 million against Danny when he didn't even get $10 million against Mikey? Maybe he did get $10 million against Mikey. Who knows? But I just don't see it. I just don't see Earl making $10 million. I don't know who this source is. Cashflowsports.com? Who is Cash? Come on, man. Somebody just made this goddamn web page, man. Somebody just literally made this web page up, man. Earl is guaranteed $8 million. Oh shit. All right, man. I guess. Y'all find me a real split, man. Find me a real split. That's some bullshit right there. Straight Drop said, Al Heyman fighters are loyal and not fools. Top brain drop Ugas after they lost. Bob Arum doesn't want to waste any more money on Crawford fights. That's your opinion. But if Bob don't want to waste money on no more Bud fights, then he shouldn't be putting no fights on. But I mean, honestly, man, like y'all got to look at it like this. Bob is gonna have to, if Bob wants a fair split, he has to go out there and grab up Ugas. That's the only way Bob is gonna get 50-50. If Bob doesn't go out there and get Ugas, going out to 337, man. 337, man. Talk to your boy. 337. Going once.
What up, Mike? What up? It's Dead Game Boxing. What's good with it, babe?
What's going on, Dead Game? Talk to your boy.
Man, let me ask you something. How much did Mikey Garcia get?
Mikey got an equal split, I believe, $2 million apiece, $3 million apiece.
All right, Mikey wasn't a champion. How much did Porter get while he was a champion against Earl?
He got $2 million.
What Earl got?
$2 million.
That's 50-50. So that's one not a champion, one was a champion. They both got 50-50.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna ask Ugas to get less than 50-50? The man got his boss.
That's what I was gonna bring up, man. Like now, look, things have changed a little bit. Earl got 2 belts instead of 1 now.
The thing about it is, Earl's on a journey though. He got to go through these men. So you got to give a little.
So you got to make it worth Ugas' while.
Ugas is in the best position because,
absolutely,
to be honest with you, I think Bob Arum should drop $3 million on Ugas.
Man, I said it last week. If you're Bob, you overpay in the short term to make it up in the long term. If you can get that Ugas belt, then that solidifies yourself as a 50-50 equal share in the Errol Spence fight. But I don't know. I mean, if I'm Bob, I bring that news right to ESPN. Like, man, like treat Ugas like Charles Martin. Give him what he needs to come over here.
Well, you have to, bro. You have to because, you know, if you look at it in the long run, man, they gonna make that money up on the back end with that Earl fight. You know, you gotta make Ugas. You gotta give him something he can't deny.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get him over there, bro. You can't lose that fight. I can understand, and I also believe that the most they should give Sean Porter is $1 million. I don't think Sean Porter worth over $1 million.
Yeah, man. Like Bob said, you can give him $1 million plus upside. Maybe I even go to $1.5 million plus upside.
Yeah.
If he thinks he's a pay-per-view draw like he said he was.
Right. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this, man. If you're Yordenis Ugas, what do you tell Al Heyman about a potential fight with either Bud Crawford or Errol Spence? Are you telling Al Heyman that I need the exact same split that Earl got in order for me to fight him? Or are you willing to take a little bit less?
If I'm Ugas, I'm not even fighting none of these guys right now. If I'm Ugas, I'm going to test me 2 fights with that belt and get, you know,
And get
test
them
me 2
paydays up.
fights with that belt. That's what I'm going to do.
And get them
I'm gonna
paydays up.
catch me 2 easy touches, you know, get my name out there more. I'm a champion. And, you know, let these boys battle it out, man. They was champions before me. They should be handling their business. They don't run at me now. I just got the belt. Let me chill.
That's a good point. Ugas just became champion, man. He got a, man, we heard Teofimo Lopez, man. I want to enjoy my accomplishments, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to defend my belts. Like, I don't know if Ugas should go right into a fight with Errol Spence, which I doubt he does. I think you can push that Errol Spence fight back to the end of the year. But I would definitely like to see Ugas, you know what I'm saying, be able to defend that belt. You know what I'm saying? Not against somebody who's overly, you know what I'm saying, like competitive, but give him a nice little hometown fight. I know he's down there in Miami, right? Give him a nice little Miami fight, man. Let him fight down there in Miami and get some Cubans out there, you know what I'm saying? Get some of the fandom out there and really support him. Even put King Kong Ortiz on the card too, you know what I'm saying? Make it an all Cuban affair.
So basically, you're saying giving him somebody like a Ocampo.
I mean, you can give him somebody that you know he's gonna beat, or
like Ocampo, like Carlos Ocampo, the one over Earl fought.
Or you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You look at him because I mean, sooner or later, and I'm just being real with y'all, sooner or later, Josecito Lopez gonna get a shot at a title. I'm gonna be real with y'all. He been winning too much and been looking too impressive in these wins. So sooner or later, he gonna get a shot at somebody. So I mean, if you're Ugas, you might take a fight with Josecito Lopez. You know what I'm saying? If Al can pay both of those guys right, and I mean, but I doubt Al take that fight away from Earl because Lopez is not an easy fight for Ugas. That's gonna be a tough fight. I really don't know, man. Honestly, man, I gotta see what Ugas does. Ugas, like you said, he's in a great position right now to really come up or cash out.
He can make, and you know what? To me, the worst decision he could make is fight one of these champions right now, bro. To me, that's the worst decision, bro. That to me, you gotta sit back and catch these at least 2 soft touches, bro. I wouldn't fight Earl or Bud right now, man. Come on, man. You just got the
2 soft touches.
2 soft touches, and then I would fight. I might fight one of them. You know what I'm saying? I might.
All right, dead game boxing, man. My final question for you, brother. If Earl is to get Ugas' belt, let's just say Earl beats Ugas and all that happens, what is a fair split for Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford?
I would say 60-40 then, because right now, even with Earl with the 2 belts, I still have it 50-50. You know, I say if he catch the 3rd belt, man, he's working on it, bro. But this is the thing. If he catch the 3rd belt, I think before Bud age out, I think Earl outgrow 147. So Bud can actually can stall Earl before Earl can stall Bud.
I don't like the stalling tactic though, man. Like,
hey, bro, but it is what it is. If Bud won 50-50 and he not budging, you gotta go through Bud to be undisputed.
Well, we seen PBC over the past weekend. They don't really recognize the WBO belt. They left off Billy Joe Saunders as the super middleweight champion. We've seen them in the past leave off Terence Crawford as the WBO champion. So they might think shit. Like, look how they playing it. They might say, Earl, you know what I'm saying, got 3 belts. If we can't get the fight with Terence Crawford, fuck it. Earl is undisputed. They out here calling Teofimo Lopez undisputed with a franchise belt. Don't tell me it's too far-fetched for them to call Earl undisputed by them not recognizing the WBO.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially a lot, yeah.
Just gotta see how this plays out. And I don't want either one of the guys to age or try to time each other out, man. Let's get the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? If 60-40 is what we gotta agree to, then damn it, we gotta agree to it. But dead game boxing, man. Anything else you want to say, man, before I get on to the next call?
Yeah. Man, look, bro, handle your business, Mike. You're doing a hell of a job, brother, and I'm gonna be in the chat chopping it up. Peace out, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you for always supporting Mike on Sports, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, hey, dead game bring up a good point. If you're really, oh guys, do you really rush into a fight with Errol Spence right away? Do you run into an Errol Spence fight right away? Should you take a fight in the interim? Should you take a fight, maybe a little tune-up fight? You know what I'm saying? Just fought Abel Ramos. Maybe Abel Ramos and Omar Figueroa was the tune-up fights for Ugas. Maybe those fights were his fights where he got the money that he needed, and Al Heyman let that be known. Like, hey man, we're gonna give you Mike Dallas Jr., we're gonna give you Omar Figueroa, we're gonna give you Abel Ramos. Those are all little touch-up fights for you know what I'm saying, to get more money in your pocket and get you some more wins on your belt. Now, I have to think that Al Heyman was notified that Pacquiao will be demoted, stripped, champion in recess, whatever the fuck he want to call it. So maybe he told Ugas, you know what I'm saying, the plan months ago. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do know, man, I'm with Dead Game Boxing right now. I got the split for Errol Spence Jr. and Bud Crawford 50-50. But, you know what? Fuck that, man. I don't care if Earl got 3 belts or not. It's 50-50, baby. It's 50-50. Why? How I'm a goddamn harp on this shit until the goddamn sun, the damn cows come on. Anthony Joshua got 3 belts. Fury got 1. AJ got 3 belts. Fury got 1. What they split is. Even when Fury didn't have no belts, he told Eddie, it's 50-50, baby. It's 50-50, baby. It has to be, man. These are super duper fights. Going out to 570, man. 570, man. Talk to you, boy.
Mike, what's up? This Carl Brown.
What's going on, Carl Brown?
Yeah, I was calling you just screaming. I'm like, man, you know that ain't no 50-50 fight. If he get that belt, you know, I like I was talking before, it's gonna be 60-40, either if he get the belt or if he don't get the belt. It's gonna be 60-40, man. Like, come on, stop selling that like that.
Sometimes you gotta stand on principle, dog, Carl Brown.
You know, and I ain't even mad at you.
You know what I'm man. Sometimes you gotta stand on principle, dog.
And look,
I feel like Bud and Bob is gonna stand on principle. I really don't care. I mean, I really don't think
you right.
I really don't think Terrence Crawford mind folks calling him a duck or folks calling him scared. I mean, folks been talking about Bud for years about his opponent. Like he numb to that shit.
Me and you been on this for a minute, Mike. You know what I mean? Check it out. And now it makes sense what I was saying before. They gonna stand on principle. When you get close to getting to a deal, it's because none of them want to crack. Because Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, you could tell by the way they move, they both think alike. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they're gonna stand on it to the point that, remember I was saying before, they're gonna be 45-55. I'm telling you, I bet you. Like, because Errol Spence, remember he said before, he willing to cut his, what do you say, cut his wrist off to be undisputed.
Something like that.
So you get what I'm talking about, right? So I see what's going on. He gonna play hardball, Mike, and I get it. All the way until he know it's almost time for him to go to 54. Then he gonna be like, you know what? I take it or leave it, 55-45, and that's all Bob Ehrman, Westcaller wanted to hear. They wanted to see who gonna crack first, even if it's just that 5%. That's a crack to them.
So you think when it's all said and done, it's gonna be 55-45?
Well, I've been saying that every time I call in, Mike. I say the same old thing.
You do.
I stand because it's not. I just think that it's just going. Both of them they bringing something to the table, and I get it. As much as I'll be dissing, I don't even diss but I just be mad about him and Spence could have been made this fight. I mean, he could have helped Spence make this fight easier for the public and for the boxing world, because he could have been helping Spence get rid of all these dudes that they saying the top dudes. But, you know what I'm talking about?
But could he? Because all those guys that they say are top guys are over on PBC.
I know, but look, I get that. Yeah, they on PBC, but listen, all you got to do is the same way. You see how Spence and all them, you see how Spence be basically saying, you line them up, I knock them down, right? All him and Bud had, because him and Bud cool. We all knew that. A lot of different Spence and Bud fans, they think that Spence and Bud hate each other. No, Spence and Bud, they cool. They could have really came to
cool like that.
I'm talking about cool like ass wise, like they could be in the same room without swinging on each other. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like they could talk. They'll talk to each other. When it comes to boxing, it's a competitive thing. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. So you know what I mean? So both of them think. Terence Crawford said it, and Errol Spence said it. What both of them said, when they get in there, they both gonna try and kill each other. That's respecting each other. That's respecting each other. Skills. You know what I mean? Without saying that out loud. You know that, Mike. Yeah. And what I was trying to say, like, right now, what could get them closer to making a fight to the public and the boxing world? And I'm not just saying this because everybody keeps saying let him fight Sean Porter, but Sean Porter is a key factor right now. But Sean Porter is the mandatory for the WBC and the mandatory for the WBO. Now, if Errol Spence go ahead and get that other belt, whatever from Ugas, go get this other belt from Ugas. Now, Terence Crawford, you go knock Sean Porter off. You knock Sean Porter off because Sean Porter could turn around and hold up the fight by taking Errol Spence. And then what if Errol Spence, after that, want to go after Ugas? Then that's two fights in the, you know what I mean? Knock Sean Porter off. Sean Porter ain't going to be the mandatory for shit.
I interviewed Mauricio Suleiman. He said Sean Porter, WBC mandatory, won't be called until later on this year, like December, because Earl just fought Danny Garcia, who was his mandatory.
I know, but I'm saying, but the reason why I said knock Sean Porter off because, like, say if Sean Porter said, you know what, I don't want to go after Terence Crawford no more. Another door is open right there because he's the WBC mandatory too. Now, I don't want to see Sean Porter go back anywhere Earl Spence, because Earl Spence gonna play it totally different, and he fuck around and knock Sean Porter the fuck out. I'm just being honest. It's gonna be something. It's not gonna be that brawl. Let me brawl with him. it's gonna be Spence fight, and he's gonna fuck around and take Sean Porter out. Like I think Sean Porter is the I want to call him a gatekeeper, but the closest to cracking the edge to be up there with Earl Spence and them. But Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford could make that fight with Sean Porter so easy. The same way Kell Brook did it.
We gonna see what Sean Porter and his daddy do, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta respect, you know what I'm saying?
Sean Porter good, but Sean Porter ain't good like enough to beat Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Like Sean Porter gonna run into that uppercut. That's what Sean Porter gonna run into, and you know that. And it's gonna be that uppercut that probably put him out. As much as I said, I don't think Bud hit hard. Even though Kell Brook was washed up, that hit right there, that shit that looked like a jab. That's crazy power.
That was a hook. That was a
yeah, but I'm saying, but I'm talking about but he threw it out as like a jab hook.
Yeah.
So that could land just like a jab. That could land just like a jab, though. So
what it was with that was like he threw a jab hook, but also Kell Brook was moving in, so he caught him
right.
As he was coming in, and that just like
but this what got me, and you know I'm a Smith fan, but this what got me. I ain't going front. This what got me. It wasn't the fact that he was coming in, he got hit, and all this. What fucked me up was the fact that Kell Brook said, "What happened?"
Oh shit! Yeah.
When Kell Brook said, "What happened?" Come on, like that's like, come on, man. Any dude in the game gonna respect, and that's all it is. I know Earl Spence got a chain to take it. When he said that they gonna get in there trying to kill each other, they definitely is. It ain't gonna be no. Only way I can say, and I'm saying this because this is my man. If Spence hurt Bud early, then it's gonna be like a Danny Garcia. Watch out for the power and just keep walking them down. But if both of them get each other respect and they gotta be on that back foot and then come in, know when to come in, then there's gonna be a long night split decision for whoever. I'm riding with my guy though.
All right, Carl Brown. So in totality, you feel like even if Earl gets 3 belts, it's going to be a 55-45 split because you feel like that they're going to wait so long that Earl is going to be like, fuck it. Before I move up to 154, I need that belt, and I will capitulate 55-45.
Yeah.
Right.
I see 50. That's all I see. 55-45. I see the 60-40 could be there, but the way Bob Arum ain't budging. Bob Arum will take this shit to this grave with him. Bob Arum ain't budging. Bob Arum, when he said he stood on that by giving Sean Porter that $1 million, like how that Sean Porter fight going to happen? Sean Porter going to accept that $1 million, and Sean Porter going to work something good on the back end. Watch. They probably talk Bob Arum and pin in the pay-per-view. What Bob Arum going to be shocked about is what the pay-per-view number's going to do. He don't believe that the pay-per-view number's going to do good. But the pay-per-view numbers with Sean Porter, look at the storyline behind that. The best friends thing, you know what I mean? And Sean Porter's name went up after doing the pay-per-view with Errol Spence. Come on, man. Like, and then Terence Crawford alone. As much as I say so much shit about Terence Crawford, like, really, I respect his game. I respect his skill set. And Errol Spence respected, and he respects Errol Spence too. But it's two lions. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And they both, I mean, only question I had was about Terence Crawford when people be getting under my skin is when I say they want to talk all this, but how's Terence Crawford considered a top welterweight? If they're going to go by who he fought, then how is he considered a top welterweight? But to be realistic, what he did at 135, 140, I give him that. As much as I said that, I got to ride with my guy Earl Spence. His body structure, I'll tell you that before, I think his body structure is just built different from Terence Crawford. He would never be that type of dude that could go down to 135 and 140. No time in his career from the time he started and everything.
Earl's a bigger guy like Bud started, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Earl had Terence Crawford had that body that that could start small and grow.
Yeah.
Errol Spence came out just big.
Yeah. Earl been big.
You know what I mean? You can't picture Errol Spence down at no time in his career trying to go down to 140. 147, I felt like that was him when he first started. That was that okay, that's the lowest you could go. You can't go down 140. You can't go down 135.
I think as Earl gets older, you know what I'm saying, he maybe, you know what I'm saying, can get up to like 160. Maybe
oh yeah. I think his top
maybe against the right fighter, 168, you know what I'm saying?
I don't see 168 though.
Against the right fighter. I mean, Jose Canelo at 160.
Oh yeah, you talk about when he get old. I talking about when he get older. Yeah, because then you get that weight that just ain't gonna leave, and then that be your natural. Yeah, I get what you talking about. Yeah, 168. Yeah, but he fight. Yeah.
Get to the next call, big dog.
All right.
50 minutes strong.
All right, keep rocking out. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Pick up the Carl Brown, and he's been consistent. I give him that. He says 55-45. He been saying that a lot. He's been saying that a lot. 55-45, 55-45, 55-45. I mean, y'all, hey, I'm telling y'all right now, man. Y'all love some Errol Spence and y'all love some Terence Crawford. What's going on? We're going out to 803.
Man, come on, man. You know what it is, boy.
What up, Slim?
Hey, Slim, look, man. The fight not happening. So I mean, we gonna go. Listen. We ain't even gonna go. We ain't gonna go there. But the Joker that just got off, how is Ugas a top welterweight if Bud not a top welterweight?
I don't think he ever said Ugas was a top welterweight.
Oh, okay, yeah, but Joker's running around talking about Ugas is top tier. Ugas ain't shit at 147. Don't get it twisted. He ain't shit.
Yeah, I mean, I went down his resume the other day. I was just like, man.
Yeah, he ain't shit.
Say, oh, Earl
don't get it, man. Look, man. Everybody. Yeah. Those the new boxing fans. Those the jokers who just started looking at boxing about 3 years ago when they finally saw Bud at 118. I mean, from 2018 when Bud finally hit 147. They weren't looking at Bud at 2014, 2013, 2015. They don't know no better. So at the end of the day, let's get.
He had dreads.
They don't know that. They don't know that. They don't even know. They don't even know he was introduced as junior at first. You know what I mean? He was introduced as junior, but jokers don't know that. But let's get to it. Let me tell you what Bud should do, man. We ain't gonna talk about football, Sean. He ain't gonna. All that Joker doing is pushing a podcast, Slim. He ain't fighting no goddamn Bud. All that's just pump faking. He gonna go right over to the IBF and the WBC and run his Oklahoma drill over there in that sanctioning bodies. But let me tell you what Bud should do. If Powder O and motherfucking Bob can't get the fight with Virgil Ortiz. And this is going to tell you, and this is going to be some real shit, Slim. Bud need to automatically fight the winner of Texera and Castano. You hear me?
Oh man, did you call that name Powder O?
That's the nigga name, Powder O. You know who it is. You know who that is. You know who that be, man. Come on, Slim. You know who Powder O is, but we ain't going to this right now, man. Come on, I'm trying to speed it up, man. You always try to interject, man.
Hey, bro, I thought about that shit for like 5. I'm like, hold on. Who Powder? Oh, no, he went there with it, but all right.
Yeah, come on, man. You know.
Virgil Ortiz.
Hey, yeah, so if Bud, because, you know, they were trying to work something out with Virgil Ortiz and Bud. If that shit don't play out, because that Earl shit, even if Bud fight Earl, he ain't gonna get credit for it. Let me tell you what Bud should do, and this is gonna fuck a lot of people up, and I stand by it 100% because I don't protect my favorite fighters. Bud need to go to 154, fight the winner at Texera, Brian Castano, get that belt because he's the automatic, and fight Mel Charlo. That is the only. No, ho. Let me tell you this, Mike.
You know, if Castano win, he going back to PBC with that belt.
No. It don't matter. Bud is the automatic mandatory for the WBO. Right, so at the end of the day, Bud either need to push the winner of Texera Brian Castano, because that was on the table. Texera was on the table for Bud. So what they need to do, and Brian Castano is a way easier fight than Texera. Texera tall and rangy, and he can jab his ass off. You know what I mean?
So you think Texera gonna beat Castano?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I think I'm putting $1,000 on that. I'm putting $1,000 on that. Yeah. Hell yeah. Patrick can go.
I like my son
Patrick
against.
Shaw.
I like Castano against Lara though, man. He looked damn good.
And Brian Castano, man, Lara too. I mean, I like Lara, but Lara got too many. Lara be bullshitting a lot of time. You don't know what you get with Lara. Lara can bang, and then he be on some. You can't really take that. Like I said, man, Lara. I don't know. Lara be tripping sometimes. Man, he could have made easy. He could have made easier work of Brian Castano, bro. But he just making fights. He just be tripping sometimes.
I was impressed with what Patrick did with Carlos though.
Yeah, man, he broke Carlo ass down. That motherfucking jab was working.
Yes, sir.
And that jab was strong.
So
a lot of hell yeah.
Shit.
I was like, he broke Adamas down, and you know, Bud been work. Bud sparred Carlos, and that's easy. And that's easy work for Bud. Let me trust me. I know. We know that that's easy work. We heard the sparring session. That's easy work. That's easy work for Bud. Yeah, right. Yeah. Because that actually was on the table too. If Carlos got that belt, Bud Carlos was about to be on the table. But anyway, let's. I'm trying to speed this shit up. You know, I'm trying. You be trying. This is what I'm telling you.
You bring up so much good shit that I got.
Yeah, I know, but I don't be trying. I want other these jokers to get in because I like hearing other people's shit. But real quick, you know, I'm trying to get to it. Bud is only going to get credit for Mel Charlo. That's it. That's the only boxer he will get credit for at this point. Everybody else, Boots too young, Virgil Ortiz too young, Earl got too many problems. Earl got already ready-made excuses. He should have fought Bud before the cards. All that's still an excuse, bro. I don't care what none of them, what nobody's saying, Slim. They're gonna always say, "Oh, before the accident, Earl would have beat Bud." I'm telling you, he's not going to get credit for them fights, bro. He's not going to get credit for none of them. But back to Ugas. The reason why Ugas and them shouldn't even be taking light touches, they need to get right into it. He coming off a fight with Dallas Jr. What the fuck? How many more light touches you need? Who else they gonna bring up from the grave to fight?
I don't know, man.
Who they gonna bring? Devin Alexander out? What the fuck they gonna do?
Back, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's that bullshit. You don't need no more light touches. Ugas is too old and too inactive. That's the biggest problem. 147 is a trash division. I know people like the soap opera and all that, but it's really a trash division. But you can't tell these new boxing fans that shit. It's a trash division. It's just full of names of jokers that's not fighting each other. That's all it is. People is just so infatuated with the name, the notoriety, and the name and the name recognition that they not even looking at what's really going on. Their jokers is not fighting anybody. Oh, Keith fought this motherfucker. Keith fought this, but it was year spans. Like who fighting the top motherfucker 1 year, then the next year? Then come on, man. Jokers used to, if you was looking at boxing in the 80s, jokers used to fight the top 5 motherfuckers in the year. 2-3 times in a year. This new shit is crazy. But at the end of the day, Ugas and Earl need to be fighting ASAP. Period. They need to be fighting ASAP. All this fighting once every 10 months, man, that shit is retarded, man. This shit needs to stop, bro, because it's just dragging the motherfucking division down. And then when Earl finally get to 154 and finally act like he a pound-for-pound fighter, you know what they're going to say? Well, he wasted his time. He was at 147 too long. All these are too many excuses, bro. They got ready-made excuses. Who the fuck can Earl fuck with at 154? Who can he fuck with, really? And if he can't, man, look, he can fight J-Rock. He can fight all that. J-Rock, that ain't shit. That's going to go tooth and nail. But let Earl go fight Erickson Lubin and see what happens. He'll get stopped. Erickson Lubin will beat the dog shit out of Earl. Don't get it twisted. Earl could
be stronger at 154. Who knows?
No, he not. He's the same. No, he not. Earl is a declining boxer, but people don't want to hear that shit. He a declining boxer, Slim. He's a declining boxer. He okay. He's still a top 147 pounder, but he's at 147 this long for a reason. You understand me? It's a reason he started at 154 and went down to 147. It's a reason.
His boy at 154 doing his thing.
What?
his boy at 154 doing his thing. He don't want to.
Who you compare Mel? You compare Mel to Earl?
Yeah, he don't want to step on Mel toes.
Look, man, Mel about to get up out of 154, bro. They got to get him up out of 154.
Mel just said yesterday, nigga, he happy with what
he's going to 154 because everybody else is about to skate to 154. He's going to follow the crowd. All them PVC boxes that's at 154, they're going to be migrating to 160. We'll see, and it's going to be left with the young. How you going to build the youngins with Mel in there? You got Spencer, you got Fundura, and you got Lubin. No matter, I know Lubin got knocked out.
Damn,
not happening. Oh yeah, Mel the king, Mel the man. Oh, Mel is that dude. And what did I just say? Bud need to fight Mel.
Yes.
Fuck Earl. Fuck Earl. Fight. Earl ain't shit. Earl ain't shit. Bud need to fight Mel.
Goddamn,
Bud need.
They ain't no easy fight though, Fresh. Like,
I don't care. I ain't protecting my favorite fighters.
I ain't protecting them either. I'm just like, goddamn.
Yeah, hey, that's a guy. Hey, take the fight. So what? Go ahead. What's the problem? They ain't fighting you at 147. You might as well jump up. You might as well jump up to 154 and then put the press on there. Pad your stats while you doing it. No point in Bud sitting around at 147 while everybody playing hot potato and shit. All these motherfuckers is playing. We don't want. They try to push each other to see who fight Bud first. Nah, you go fight Bud first. Nah, you go fight. Man, nobody got time for that shit. If Virgil don't want the smoke, Bud need to automatically become the WBO at the one automatic mandatory for the WBO. Get that belt. Go fight Mel. Go out on your shield. If you beat Mel, vacate, retire. Or you lose the Mel, retire. Or go back down to 147, become a mandatory and another sanctioning body. But other than that, Bud just need to bust a move and be like, man, this shit is getting ridiculous, man. 147 is trash division. It's just trash. All the top motherfuckers fighting. Manny held the motherfucking belts for 2 years. Ain't fought in 2 years. Keith fought 3 times in 5 years? Come on, man. What the fuck? What in the hell is going on? And y'all and people sitting here pom shaking for this trash ass division. Holler back when them jokers get like 122, 154. You know what I'm saying? They banging 140. Them the youngest is banging. These motherfuckers at 147 ain't banging. They ain't banging at all. 135 just is about to turn the shit. It went from hot to shit real quick.
Yes, sir.
You got Javante Davis trying to clear out the 126 and 122 division. I'm like, who the fuck do that? I'm like, come on, man, this shit is ridiculous, man. But people need to really look at more divisions, and I mean, but I understand why people like the little Earl and Bud thing. It's a hell of a soap opera, but me being a diehard, bro, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all.
That's why I got a new way, number 3, man. Motherfuckers be like, man, why you got a new way?
Man, the jokers don't look at boxing. They don't look at boxing, bro.
This nigga that moved from 112 to 118 is doing the same thing he was doing at 118.
Yeah, damn, man. Look, man. I told you.
And Fulton and all y'all niggas, he coming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He coming.
Yeah.
But Fresh, man, let me go and get the next call.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's how I try to get in and out. All right. I'll holler at you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy, Roll Boy Fresh, man. Always calling in with that thunder, man. He always calling in with that thunder, man. 704-330, new money. All y'all called in, man. Call back in. I'm sorry. Me and Fresh, we just going in. 330, man. We're going out to 330, man. Talk to your boy.
What up, Mike?
What's going on? Turn me down the background.
Can you hear me?
Man. Yeah, turn me down the background.
All right, let me get right into it. Well, first of all, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Sims. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. It's always good to see you.
Voice, you know what I'm saying? I caught your voice, you feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I've been down since the TBV days, man. I always like to see you on doing your thing.
Go ahead, do your thing, because I know you got to take on this shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, before I jump into it, all I'm going to say is you should consider Kansas City as a team to play. But,
what you mean?
So,
man?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm not playing, man. Nah, that's too easy, man.
You don't play with everybody else. I'm just
saying. Kansas City just bruh, Patrick Mahomes can literally throw the ball across his body like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But their team fits your style of play better.
I right, man. We'll talk about that
And listen,
yeah.
if you can try the Browns, you can try the Chiefs.
All right.
All right, so your last two callers have some good points, and they have some points that were just like way, way out there. So let me start by saying this. A skillful and well-regarded fighter, but one who does not have the popularity or brilliance of a title contender. They are considered to be cut above most journeymen, and often impressive with an impressive record in terms of win versus losses, but have a difficult time getting people behind them, especially obtaining promotion. That to me, that is the term of a gatekeeper. That sounds a little bit more like Sean Porter. So the term gatekeeper ain't as disrespectful as one would think if you know what the term means.
Yes. Gatekeeper is a person who's on a level that if you beat, then you can be on that level too. But if you don't beat, then you're below. So it's not a bad term, but in sports, especially in boxing, gatekeeper kind of means that you done plateaued. Or
if you don't know shit about boxing, you think that, but if you know the term, that's the term in all fighting. MMA, boxing, kickboxing, that's what gatekeeper means. Like, we can't change the definition term because it's an opinion. So to the caller, not the last one, to the previous, Sean Porter, that technically fits the term gatekeeper. But as I move forward, you mentioned about the mandatory and how Mauricio came on here and said it wouldn't be called till the end of the year. Well, if you think about it, he kind of had a point far as Sean coming in the picture, because Earl typically fights 2 to 3 times a year. He's already had one fight. He may fight Ugas. So if Sean can't work out that thing with Bud, he could low-key come in and disrupt things by the end of the year still and push for his WBC mandatory. Mm-hmm. And another thing people have to consider is if Earl and Ugas fight, Pacquiao could still be in the picture. So Bud could potentially be pushed out 1 or 2 fights after this Ugas unification, if it does happen. So
Pacquiao is champion in recess.
Exactly. So I'm not just about to go on the limb and say after Ugas and Earl, Bud is next. That's not necessarily true, because Earl still has mandatories to fulfill. Sean being the WBC, and if he beat Ugas, Manny. So I can't necessarily say that. And so Manny could be back in the picture. And one thing that people need to understand is Bob Arum and the 1 million thing, that has been debunked. Bob Arum you can verify it. A representative or somebody from that team, I wouldn't say team, but who has been talking to Bob, came out and said this week that Bob admitted that he just threw the 1 million out there to cause controversy, that he knows it's going to take more than 1 million to make the fight, and he's willing to do more than $1 million. So it was on 78 Sports TV 2 days ago. Kenny Porter came on the show.
Kenny Porter came on the show and said that.
So for people, well, he said he's in talks. And one thing he said that
he's negotiating the media. Then he's doing the same thing his son doing, man.
Well, let me say this:
doing the same thing his son doing, trying to get more money in the media. But he just going about it a nicer way. I talked to Bob. Man, Bob said that million just stuff. I heard Bob verbatim on goddamn barbershop conversation. I'm not giving Sean Porter or Keith Thurman more than $1 million guaranteed. Now, we can work some on the back end. We can work upside if y'all think y'all bring what y'all bring. But guaranteed money?
I'm not going to speak on the guaranteed, but, what Kenny Porter said does make sense. And real legal negotiating terms, stuff don't make it out to the media. And when you do, that could cause you to lose a fight. And it's been said by both parties that they're still talking. So I'm on the side of believing that Bob possibly threw that 1 million out there just to cause some controversy.
Okay, maybe. Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how
but I mean, to be real, that should be good news for Bud and Porter fans, because that means they are potentially still talking, trying to make the fight. So you would hope that that statement is true and that Bob understands that it takes more than $1 million. But if it's not true, I stand on Porter should take the $1 million, just like I say Crawford should take the 60-40. Porter should take the $1 million because that's what, under his status of a WBO mandatory, he's allocated. And as a businessman, I'm not going to pay you more than what I have to. I don't care who you are. I do agree Porter is the guy to spend the money on, but because they wasted allocations on fights previous, the money probably ain't, he don't want to spend that money. So I hope they figure that out. Moving on, if Bud moving up to 154, you know where that originated from, all the way back to your TBD days. I was the first one who said Bud should go up to 154, get that belt, and then drop it and come back down. And remember, Ness asked you about it, and you was like, nah, man, I don't think he should have to do all that. But I was the first one saying Bud should move up to 154, take that belt from Patrick Teixeira, and either go forward at 154 or come back down. So I just find it funny, you know, everybody is still on that, but it is what it is. I think that, you know, people tend to forget history, and the aphorism goes, history is bound to repeat itself. In the 80s and 90s, yes, they fought, but Hagler and Hearns, i.e. Earl and Bud, took a very long time to make. I think it's funny how people seem to forget that fight dragged out for years. Yeah,
Sugar Ray was I don't want to say he was dodging, but he was dodging.
Exactly. So when they try to throw nostalgia in the picture and say, oh, back in the day they fought, nah, some of the same stuff that went on then is going on now. Didn't Buddy throw his WBC belt in the trash because he didn't want to fight somebody? So like, I just don't think that's fair to try to put this new generation off to the side like they're not going to do what it needs to be done to keep boxing moving forward. Humans are going to be humans, and business people are going to be business people. So I don't think that's right. You know, that's why it's not. I don't think it's always right to compare past to present, especially when it comes to business aspect, because it's just two different times we live in. But Leonard and Hearns took forever to make, and people just seem to forget that.
I agree, man. I agree, man. But these phone lines are jumping, man. Anything else you want to say before I get to the next call? Because these folks calling like a motherfucker.
If Earl get that belt, 75-35, take it or leave.
Can't be now. That's bad math. Can't be 75-35. 75-35 does not exist. You know what I'm saying? 75-35 is not a real number. That man said 75-35. Oh, come on, baby. 75-35? You can't do that. That ain't adding up. Linslow, we'll talk to you, boy.
What's happening, Mike, man?
You already know what it is, man.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you on, man. I'm stuck up in New Jersey in this fucked up ass truck, man.
Boy, it's
I appreciate you, nigga. Hey, I want to say shout out to everybody and they thoughts. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nobody wrong. You think how you think. That's what's happening, shout out. But see, this is what boxing have done to the fans, right, Mike?
Hey, everybody business, man. Everybody got them no percentages and shit now. Everybody know everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to take, but like I always say, I'm an old school fan. I just want to see the fucking fights. Now, and we talking about Ugas, I feel Ugas should do whatever the fuck he want to do, but I feel like Ugas is a stand-up guy, and that nigga gonna take on Earl. So being that they say, I remember the first day that they broke and we were talking, and I said, you might well shine them up put them on Instagram, yada yada, because you're gonna lose more than likely to Earl or Bud. So with that saying, I'm gonna take that back, Shawty, because you gotta think, when a nigga gets something he been dying to get, and he finally get that bitch, he ain't finna try to let that hoe go. So I'm gonna take that back on, Spence taking them. If it's Bud gonna take it, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man, but when you going against LeBron or Kobe, nigga, it's tough on you.
No, real shit. But
fuck who you is.
Hey, if Ugas did good with Porter and people thought he won, bro, you know what I'm saying? Now that this nigga got a super championship, he gonna try to get it. So it's gonna be a fight. I ain't gonna say he win. He gonna win. But if he want to take on Earl, I applaud him. My nigga, step up and do your shit. You know what I'm saying? Ugas a trio nigga, because if you come in or on his shit, he'll hit your shit back. He'll he'll chop it up with you. So I like a type of nigga like that. You understand me? Even though he don't do it.
Already. Go ahead,
see the fight. Yeah, I want to see the fight. Shout out to everybody. Again, fans, let's concentrate on more saying we want the fight. If we talk about why it won't happen, of course, these motherfuckers will keep getting ideas a reason why not making it happen. And I want to say this to the guy who was saying how back in the day shit wasn't, it's not fair to compare. My dude, I kind of get you, but at the same time, bro, back then they fought. Yeah, my guy threw the title in the trash, but that was just one instance. Most of the time, them folks fought each other. And that's all we ask is boxing people. We understand money. We understand the business. But as a fan, we shouldn't concentrate on nothing but saying, I want to see this person fight this person. I don't care about his purse. I don't care about his purse. I don't care about his promotional company. I don't care about his promotional company. My niggas, all we got to do is say who we want to see fight. Now, if you a promoter into all that shit, well, I ain't gonna lie, you part of the problem, my nigga. You part of the problem because you worried about splits and all that. Well, who gives a fuck? You want to see the fight, right? Like fans, let's get back to let's see the fight. Shout out to guys. Whatever he want to do, that's cool. I'm gonna ride with him. He a champ. I hope he take on Earl. It'll be a great fight. Now, if you want to talk about this whole Bud thing, I always say, Mike, I always say that you do to you back on TBV days. If you gonna ride with motherfucking Bud, just ride with him, bro. You know that nigga move different than anybody in the sport. If you gonna ride with Bud, ride with him. If you not, that's cool too. But pick a side and stick to it. Shout out to everybody once again. I'm out there, count. Stay up.
Let me ask you, man. If Earl won the title from guys, what should be the split?
Like I said on about a show or two ago, I dropped down to 60-40 then.
All right.
I dropped to 60-40. I ain't tripping. And if I were Bud, real shit. If he get that 3, Bud say, you know what, fuck it, because you know they gonna jerk the man around. They gonna jerk the man into whoa. So and I'm gonna tell you what I think all Bud want to do is win this shit against Spence, collect all the titles, jump up there, whoop Jamel ass. Yeah, I said it. Ass. And be 3 times undisputed. I've been saying this for a little while now, and I think that's what that nigga Bud trying to do. So they trying to stop the man for being fucking great. Tell them niggas put them fucking gloves up, man. I'm gone.
All right, Lizzo. Going out to 704, man. I finally caught you, man. 704.
What's going on? Nothing much. How you, Mike?
I'm chilling, man. I had a lot of calls today, man.
Yeah, I see that. You know this is a hot topic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but that guy you had on Fresh, man, I tell you, man, Bud can't do no wrong in his eyes, huh? So Bud don't need to fight nobody in his eyes.
He said Bud should move up and fight Jamel. That's the only person he gonna get credit for.
Right, but he said everybody who he said, gosh, Porter, Thurman, ain't nobody no good in his eyes. So Bud just might as well retire in his eyes because he's the best in the world. Don't let him fight nobody. But enough of that rant. But I think that percentage, man, that is gonna go down instead of up, and that might prevent this fight from happening. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. But if I'm offering you 60 with 2 belts, it ain't gonna go up to 50-50 when I get 3 belts. And I hate to say that, but I hope that don't happen like that. And with Ugas, I think they're gonna make him fight Thurman because it ain't no pay-per-view fight with him and Spence right now. But if he beat Thurman, it's gonna be a pay-per-view. And then if Thurman beat him, it's a bigger fight for Spence. And that's gonna make Spence have to fight him because he got the other belt. So I think that's how it's gonna go with Ugas.
Well, we're gonna see how this shit plays out, man.
Man, I hope. I'm just ready to see the fight, though. I want them to get it on. And then that guy, let's say Porter ain't no good. He a football player.
Hey, man, he a podcaster now, man. He pushing his podcast. Man.
So you telling me, do you think Crawford just walked over Porter?
I think he beats him 8-4, 9-3.
God, hell no. So then it ain't no need to Spence and Thurman fight. Spence and because you thought that Porter beat Spence himself, right?
I thought Porter was beating Spence, but I knew when Spence got that knockdown how how close them rounds was earlier. I know some of them rounds that I scored for Porter. Judges may have scored for Spence, and that knockdown just sealed the deal. Like as soon as that knockdown happened, I knew Earl was gonna be the
right. But in your eyes, do you think he actually won that fight? That's what I meant. Because before you said you still think Porter won.
Yeah, I mean, if you telling me, Mike, you got to pick. I thought Porter man did enough. I thought Porter did enough.
Okay, and I have no problem with that. But what I'm saying is, so if you think he was that close to Earl, but you think that Bud is just gonna dog walk him, but Bud and Earl will be a good fight.
I mean, Earl got the belts. That's the only reason. If Porter had the belts, nigga, I'd be screaming for Porter for this. Like, if whoever got the belts, bro, I don't give a damn about who I thought won back then, because I know styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be different how they approach. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Earl don't fight, but how he fought Shane. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna approach it different. But Earl got the belt, so he is the guy that needs to fight Bud. Period. But for man, anything else you want to say before I get to the next call?
Nah, that's it though. Appreciate your call.
All right, big dog. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
All
right, man. We're gonna go out to my guy, New Money. New Money been hitting me up like a motherfucker. New Money. New Money said he didn't want to answer. So next call up, man, call in. I know it's 912, just called in like twice. Y'all, everybody got an opinion. Okay, New Money calling in. New Money, talk to your boy. What's going on?
Money on top of money.
You already know.
What's going on, Mike, man?
I'm just chilling, man. Talking about little Bud, little Earl.
I know what you're talking about, Mike. You sound disgruntled in your voice, man. The other day you put on a live talking about Spence done the most revenue for seating. And he overtook Canelo. I tried to phone in. By the time I tried to phone in, you was off, bro. Like, what's going on?
I mean, it was just like a little quick report show. I mean, what you want me to like go in on it?
I don't know, man. You sounded unhappy, man.
No, I'm happy for. I mean, we all know Errol Spence is a big draw down in Dallas, Texas, man. That is not a secret. He did 40-something thousand with Mikey Garcia. Did good numbers with Ocampos at that Dallas Cowboys training facility in Frisco. So we know Earl can put asses in seats in Dallas, Texas. So that ain't never been an issue for Earl. Now, when I think people go too far when they say he's a bigger star than Canelo, he's this, he's that, he's overtaking Canelo as the face of boxing. I think that's a little bit too far, you know what I'm saying? But I did my research, you know what I'm saying? Earl and them were allowed, I think, 1,500 more seats than Canelo, and they only beat Canelo by like what, $600,000. So it wasn't like a big margin. So
only in this climate, Mike.
Yeah, but if Canelo like you got to think like the capacity at the Superdome, the Alamo Dome is like 72,000. The one at AT&T Stadium is 80,000, and when you take 30%, you know what I'm saying, of that, it's going to be like 1,500 seats left over, minus those 8,000 seats or whatever. So, I mean, if Canelo and them had those seats, you know what I'm saying, available, they maybe could have, you know what I'm saying, rose up too. But I'm not taking anything away from Earl. He's a big draw. But to go out on a limb to say that he's a bigger draw than Canelo, I'm not going out on a limb right now and saying that.
Nah, of course not. Obviously not. I'm not gonna.
I've seen some shows and some guys who have said that, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I have to say, yeah, like a lot of YouTubers, like they're trying to push. I don't really want to drop the race card, but they're trying to push the narrative of the black fighter and you know how we've been hard done by, and they're trying to push the black fighters corner, even if it doesn't seem like that's the right thing to do. And I don't really agree with that. Me being a black man myself, I mean, I just don't really agree with that personally. But you know, Spence is a big name. He's a big draw. He does big numbers. He keeps doing big numbers, and you got to respect him, man. He's fighting back to back to back A-level fighters consistently. Now, when it comes to Crawford, I mean, it's just like you got to look at him on the eye test. You got to base him on the eye test, and obviously he does look the part on the eye, but really and truly, like, who has he fought? His best name. Who has he fought, Mike? His best name. If you're being honest with yourself, what is his best name on Crawford's resume?
Look, man. This is not a Crawford resume show. This is simply a show about if Earl gets the belt from Ugas. What is a fair split for Terence Crawford? And explain to me why that's fair.
Okay. You give me your opinion. I want to hear your numbers.
50-50.
What?
I mean, AJ did it.
50-50.
AJ got 3 belts, don't he?
Yo, Mike, come on, man.
How many belts AJ got?
Listen, Mike. You know I rate you highly.
How many belts AJ got?
You know you're my family, but listen, come on.
How many belts AJ got?
AJ got three the belts.
How many belts Earl got?
He's only got 1.
How many belts Earl gonna have if he beat you guys?
Errol's gonna have 3.
How many Bud got?
Bud's only got 1, but guess what?
How much AJ and Fury split?
How much was AJ and Fury split? I'm not too sure. Well, what's the split?
50-50.
50-50. All right. Well, look let's check this. Tyson Fury is a world-renowned superstar. He's gone to No. Come on. Let's have it right.
World-renowned,
bro.
He ain't no Messi. He ain't no LeBron James. He ain't no Derek Jeter. He ain't no Patrick Mahomes. He ain't world-renowned.
Bro,
he ain't Floyd. He ain't Manny Pacquiao. World-renowned. Canelo. Come on.
All right. Okay. He has more notoriety in the world than Crawford. Crawford, listen, Crawford don't really have no notoriety like that. I'm being honest with you, Mike. I like Crawford.
They like the same level of Spence and Crawford notoriety.
Huh?
Spence and Crawford's notoriety about the same level.
Oh my, Mike, you're being biased. You're being biased.
100%.
How do they have the same notoriety, bro? How?
They're on the same level.
When Crawford does a pay-per-view, look, listen.
Now we have
Mike.
opponents don't matter. Now opponents don't matter. It's new money. Now opponents don't matter. Now you can just throw anybody on pay-per-view and do a good pay-per-view. Now opponents matter, man. Matchups matter. And Errol Spence got the matchups on his side because Al Heyman got the stable over there for him. Top rank.
See, but now you're kind of contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm being honest with you. I'm laying out the playing field.
So that's why I'm saying who is Crawford fought then? Who's Crawford's brand name on his resume?
You go with the resume, man. You go on a resume.
But that comes into play, though.
I'm not here to argue with you, new money. All right, I got a lot of callers calling in back to back.
So you don't want to hear what I got to say?
No.
I'm slandering your boy Crawford.
No. What I'm saying is, get off your final thoughts, and then I'm gonna get to the next. I ain't gonna bang on you right now. Give me your final thought.
My final thought is, I ain't gonna disrespect the boy Crawford. The boy can fight. The boy's got achievements at 135. The boy's done clean up the whole of 140. He's come up to 147 and taken the belt off someone that beat Pacquiao. So I'm gonna say personally, I'm gonna say it's 60-40 for Spence.
Okay.
Spence done 3 back-to-back pay-per-views. Okay. The boy's got a backstory from the car crash. The boy is on his way to fight. The boy's on his way. The boy's
selling pay-per-views off a car crash now.
Nah, but bro, come on, it builds the hype, bro. It builds like Do you think casuals don't want to hear a backstory, like as into like who is this guy if they haven't already invested in him? So now they hear the story. Oh my God, they've heard the backstory. That made Tyson Fury a superstar. What are you talking about, bro?
Man, what kind of got fat?
Because he got fat, he was suffering from depression, he was on drugs, he was on cocaine, and he come back.
Man, look,
he was there. Like a lot of people can result.
Hey,
a lot of people can.
When you say somebody bounced back from cocaine, everybody like a good bounce back story. You know what I'm saying? Especially from
exactly
cocaine.
though, bro. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Cocaine, so that adds that adds to it, bro. Like, don't think like that car crash story doesn't extend his profile even bigger.
All right, man.
Because everybody likes a zero to hero. Everybody likes to know that you can go from down in the dumps to coming back as a into a superstar. So come on, bro, man.
So 60-40.
Look, I'm not even gonna lie. 60-40, that's being respectful, because I had it at 60-40 before the Ugas fight was looking like it was gonna be made. So that's just being respectful. But I gotta respect Crawford. He's a talent. He's done his thing. Of course, they both need each other, but Crawford needs Spence more than Spence needs Crawford. Spence is doing his thing regardless. So, yeah, I got at 60-40 Spence, man.
All right, well,
yeah,
go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, they could push for more, but I'm gonna be respectful still.
All right, man. Let me go on to the next call in the money.
Love, bro.
Yeah, all right, big dog. Tyrese Blue, man, call back in, man. Gonna get you up on anything. I know you've been calling like a motherfucker. I ain't died with no smoke, man. He bringing up resume. This ain't a resume show, boy. What you want me to go down, bud? Resume. You want me to say Jeff Horn? You want me to say the poster? Damn, boy. What you want me to say? Tyrese Blue, man, turn me down in the background. What's going on, man? Talk to your boy. Now you on mute. Now we can't hear you, Tyrese. Tyrese, you on mute. What more? Oh shit! Now you loud. What's going on, Tyrese?
What up, bro?
Yeah.
Man, I can't see this fight being no less than 45-55, and we need to get we should have had about 2 or 3 of these fights, man. I mean, Ugas really does nothing for Spence profile. Like beating Pacquiao for Bud or EJ would have been, an exchange of power. You would have got some notoriety. That would have built your profile. But beating Ugas, that does nothing for it does nothing for Spence, because he was never on his fucking radar. So, I mean, Bud probably needed the belt to probably kind of even things out to say, okay, 50-50. But even if Spence gets that third belt, I can't see it being no more than 45-55, and we got to get a rematch.
45-55. Why you say 45-55?
I mean, Spence really doing the numbers, but he got the stable over there. So we kind of got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But even though Bud guarantees it just as much as they pay-per-views and with the guarantees. So it ain't an unreasonable offer. And I'm a Bud fan. I ain't even a Spence fan like that, because he doesn't really turn bitch to me. But I say I go in Spence's favor. No more than 55-45. Might be 53-47. But no, I can't see Bud taking no less than 45.
All right, Tyrese Bowie. Anything else you want to say, man, before I get on to the next call?
Nah, that's it, bro.
All right, man. Big ups to you, Tyrese.
All right.
Shout out to them. Got Tyrese calling in, man. Yeah, man, a lot of guys calling in today, man. New callers, old callers, 55, 35, 64. I ain't heard 70-30 yet. I ain't heard 70-30 yet. I ain't heard 70-30 yet. A lot of guys, I'm still at 50-50, man. AJ put the blueprint out there for me. AJ said, look, Fury, you got 1 belt, but I'ma still give you Because I want to get the fight, man. I don't want to haggle over percentages and shit. I'm going to give you 50-50. That's what I mean. Look, man. And maybe he did that to guarantee he get 50-50 in the rematch. Maybe he did that. I don't know. But if AJ can do it, why can't Errol Spence capitulate to 50-50? That's what I want to know. Why can't Errol Spence capitulate to a 50-50 fight? Well, we're going to see how it plays out, man. And we got to see if Ugas, I know Ugas been on social media saying that he going to take the fight, he going to fight Earl, he going to do this, he going to do that. We're going to see if he live up to those words that he been coming out on social media. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you say you're going to fight him. Now we just got to see you fight him. My guy says, Smart Money says, there is no back end. Bud can't sell out a family dinner. Laughing emoji. Okay, Smart Money. And we got going out to 757 million, but give me 1 second. We got a super chat came in from Candy Slim. He says, ain't fault no one, but he's top 3 pound for pound. Please explain. Moved up 3 divisions, became 3 champions in 3 different divisions, became undisputed, won a title in his first fight at 147. That makes him, in my opinion, and based off the eye test, the best fighter in the world. But 757, man, talk to you, boy.
What's going on, Mike? This is Marcus, man. I'm Stacks, man.
What's going on, M
What's
Stacks?
going on? Nothing, man. I mean, I feel like this was a play, bro. This was a play.
What you mean?
Ain't Manny Pacquiao still with the PBC and all them?
I mean, honestly, shit, I don't know who Manny with. You've been hearing Manny name somewhere everywhere with Bud, with Earl, with Mikey, with Conor McGregor, with Ryan Garcia. I mean, Manny spread thin. Goddamn it, everybody got Manny name in their mouth.
Earl knew this was gonna happen. That's why he hasn't been vocal.
I think
he hasn't been vocal on Manny.
I think you're right.
And that's why he wasn't. That's why he didn't say shit about Terence Crawford after the fight. Remember? This was a play. You remember how Eddie Hearn used to buy the tickets? You know how scalpers buy tickets when they come out, buy all the tickets up?
And put it on for
how the hell?
Stuff up and shit.
Yeah. How he get a fight with Ugas so fast, and then Ugas just got the damn belt a few days ago?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? How did they agree to it so fast?
It kind of makes sense because the WBA came out with an article in October talking about stripping Manny Pacquiao. And Earl brought up Ugas' name about a couple weeks ago before he got named as a super champion. And I mean, I think you're right. I think Earl and Al knew that it was coming down the pipeline because I mean PBC is pretty much the home of the WBA title. So with that being said, I think you're right.
Yeah. That was a play, man. They knew that was probably the play. I don't know for how long, but at least before the Danny Garcia fight. And he knew this was gonna happen. That's why he was talking that money shit in the first place. Like, oh, I know he ain't gonna take this 60-40 because I know what kind of dude he is. And you know, they talk behind the scenes or whatever, or they could be in it together. Who knows?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
They said what rumor is that when they talk behind the scenes, Earl says 70-30 then, and Bud just hung up on him. That's a rumor.
Yeah, this was a play. This was a play, man, because he I mean 70-30, I mean, come on, man. Come on. You want a super fight or not? He can fight a whole bunch of regular fights if he wants. You know, Ugas. Nobody asking for that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be a barn burner. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you getting another belt. Okay, so what? Are you going to fight the best or not? And Ugas is not the best unless he is, and we don't know it yet because I don't remember hearing anything about Terence Crawford trying to get that fight, but maybe he didn't know he was going to get the super belt. That's why I say, back to my first point, this was a play. Errol Spence knew this was going to happen. And then bring me to my next question. Is he ducking now? I mean, no one's asking for the Ugas fight.
I mean, Ugas got a belt, so it kind of makes sense. I mean, even though anybody's, you know what I'm saying, screaming for it, I mean, when you like unifying people gonna say, oh, he's
okay. He wants the belts. First he said the belts. I want the belts. Sign the contract. Now he's talking about money. Now he's back to the belts. Like, what's he talking about? What are we talking about here? You in it for the money or you in it for the belts? You know? Because just a second ago it was all about the money, 70-30. Or he couldn't sign a fight for 50-50, even though he could. Even though it would be his biggest payday too.
Right.
You know?
But man, anything you want to say if I get on to the next caller?
All right, Mike. All right.
Dog. Going out to my guy, Smart Money, man. Smart Money, talk to your boy. Smart Money.
This is Smart Money.
I know I said Smart Money like 5 times.
What up, Mike? What up, Mike?
What's good?
Come on, Mike. I come to discuss Crawford with you.
Hey, I'm here for it.
I come to discuss because you tried to you dealt with my boy New Money in the way, man.
I mean,
I ain't happy with that.
I ain't
happy with that.
I ain't deal with him no way, man. I said, man, resume talk, man. This ain't about resume. It's a simple question. I'm posing to everybody out there.
He asked you a question. All you have to do is answer it, Mike.
It ain't about resume today, man. Y'all know me. Hold on, Smart Money. Y'all know me. Y'all know me, man. I don't like playing the resume game, bro. I don't like going down
resume, baby.
What?
Mike, you gotta play with a resume. Pacquiao, Mayweather, they both got good resumes.
I don't care about none of that shit. They fought though.
We do. The fans do.
Well, go to a motherfucking resume show then. Go find you a show about resume all the time.
Tell Crawford to do 300,000 pay-per-view buys on more than 150,000. Before he talks to that boy like Spence.
Give me a good opponent. Give me a little Mike.
He had a good opponent.
Give me a little Mike.
Yeah, you said Kell Brooks the greatest.
Kell Brooks the greatest. Man.
You said Kell Brooks the great.
Bro, man, you yelling, man, so you going in and out, my nigga.
Yo, Mike, you said Kell Brooks a great.
Man, Kell Brooks, I ain't never said that.
You said Kell Brooks a great opponent. You said that.
Yeah, he a solid opponent.
You said he's a good opponent.
He was a good opponent.
So why can't you do no pay-per-view with Kell Brooks then?
He's not American. Nobody knows him.
What you mean no one knows Kell Brooks? So what about Amir Khan? Everybody knows Amir Khan. Couldn't do no pay-per-view with Amir Khan either.
I mean, he did.
Just remember, your boy Khan.
He did.
He can't sell gloves.
He can't sell gloves.
He can't sell a glove. That's not our fault.
Yeah, I ain't Smart Money, man. Anything you want to say, brother?
Let me tell you what the pay-per-view split should be 75-25.
75-25.
The boy can't sell no gloves. Fury can sell gloves. AJ can sell gloves. Wilder can sell gloves.
We know Fury can sell
Crawford
gloves.
can't sell a glove.
We know Fury
he can't even sell a boot. Crawford can't sell a boot.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say, bro?
Shout out New Money, shout out Fresh BX, and everybody else in the chat. No disrespect, Mike. We still love your show. We still go listen to you. Do your bit.
Man, hey, this is the fun, but most fun I done had on the show in a long time.
We know you're Crawford biased. We're all right with that. We like Crawford, but you acting like he's Mayweather.
50-50.
You acting like he's Mayweather. 50-50. Even Mayweather took 25% to fight the lawyer, and you're saying Crawford can't take a 25% and go and win.
No, I ain't getting fucking. Who was Earl?
Errol's a great. He's a freeweight champ.
Man, all right, new money.
He's gonna be a freeweight champ.
Money. Y'all, all the money, man. All right, man. Money on top of money, big dog. Peace out.
Money on top of money, all the money, smart money, new money.
Yeah, and H money.
And H money. Don't forget the H. We need H on this show, but H is a Bud fan too.
Yes, sir.
But yeah. All right, cool, Mike, man.
Going out to straight drop, man, on Super Chat. He says, EJ will turn your favorite fight into a tune-up. All right, we'll see that. Candy Slim says, I got Bud #1, but the haters say he ain't fought nobody, but have him on that pound list. It makes no sense. Ugas was Bud's Mando, but when WBA reg rap. He went to WBA regular rap. He got some of that regular. They coming to the fighters for gloves. All right, man. Look, y'all. I guess we gonna get on down, man. Y'all done came in. Y'all done try to goddamn take me down through there. I knew it was coming. I knew when you come out with a topic like this, and I knew my stance, I was gonna make it an interesting show. I guess we say the best for last. Saving the best for the man. I don't know what happened to D-Nice, man. Call back in, D. I don't know why you don't let me accept your number. Call back in, D. Call back in, D-Nice, man. We're gonna take a call, man. D-Nice on the thing. Do I need to pay my phone bill today? What's going on? What's going on with the goddamn thing? This shit ain't let me. It ain't connecting, D. Let me call you on Skype then. I'm gonna just call you on Skype. Is your Skype open? What's going on with this shit? I don't know what's going on with this shit. There we go. I don't know, D-Nice, man. Sometimes it just won't pick up numbers. I don't know why.
What's going on, Mike?
I'm just chilling, man, trying to get everybody temperature on this Bud and Earl and Ugas. If Ugas happen, if Earl win the belt, what should be a fair split for Crawford, and should Bud take it? And I mean, if Ugas is even going to go into a fight with Errol Spence right away.
That's them all good questions, man. As far as the split, I would say 60-40 if he got 3 belts. But like I said before, if it was me, I would probably take the 70-30 also, looking at the bigger picture. But I can't tell a man what he's worth and what he feel like he's worth. I wouldn't be mad at Crawford if he didn't take 60-40 or 70-30. You know what I'm saying? That's totally his prerogative. One of the other guys had made a comment about Spence outgrowing 147, and I thought that was interesting because Crawford ain't about to outgrow nothing for real. As good a shape as he stay in, and it's really shoot or dribble with Spence, because if you want to be undisputed, you got to go through that man. Now, if you want to move up and go on about your business, then you can do that. But it's definitely gonna be a stigma on you if you vacate your belts and move up. It's gonna be a lot of people that look at him like a duck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, whether you believe it to be true or not. He definitely will have that stigma for the rest of his career.
That's one thing Bud alluded to, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna remember you for ducking me.
He definitely will. He definitely will. As far as Ugas, I mean, he said he accepted, so
yeah, I mean, but guys talk on social media, man. We know maybe Ugas don't get the split he want.
That's a fact.
I
agree with what you said about Bob overpaying Ugas, but I don't see him doing that because if you going off of what Errol said, him and Crawford ain't on the best of terms.
Yeah, but being on the best of terms with somebody don't mean you can't make money with them. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, but to do what you are implying that Bob does is like doing a solid for somebody.
It's not even doing a solid for them, dog. It's doing yourself a service. You You pay up on front. All right, man, we got you the belt. You 50-50, but you know like the money that Bud and Spence can make together is far greater than what anybody else in the welterweight division can make. It may be far greater than outside of the AJ Fury. Anything else you can put together on your promoter thing or banner or whatever.
All that's true, but initially that's a risk because that money that can be made isn't guaranteed until it's made. So what Bob would essentially be doing is he would be doing Crawford a solid.
He's doing Crawford a solid and putting Earl in a vicarious position.
Exactly.
If you don't take the fight, everybody, if there is no negotiations, if there is no talks, if there is not even no movement about Earl and Bud, and Bob is out here in the media saying that he wants to make the fight, and Al Heyman and Earl ain't got nowhere else to go, you can't say we chasing titles. What you gonna say?
That's a fact. But my point was, you typically do solids for people who you're cool with. And judging from the rhetoric that's going on, him and Crawford ain't on the best of terms. So I don't see that.
Remember what I said though. The only reason I'm gonna do this solid for you is if I can be guaranteed that you're gonna sign another 2 to 3 fight deal with me. If I get you this belt, I need you for 2 to 3 more fights. So you ain't finna get this belt and just exit at the end of the year.
Well, then that wouldn't be a solid. That would be a deal. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing a solid because that's a fair exchange right there. And if I was Crawford, shit, I would do that.
And that's how Bob Arum would like cover his ass too. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have a dude leave you after you give him a belt.
If you can get me this title shot, hell yeah, I sign with you for another 3 for that 3.5 that I'm guaranteed. Yeah, let me get all that. I'm gonna definitely need all that. But 60-40, I can see the 60-40 split. You know what I'm saying? I would, me personally, I would take the 70-30 to get to the greater goal. But I see the 60-40 split is a fair split in my assessment. And I think Crawford will do well in that fight. Now, was it Smart Money or New Money? One of them said that about Fury being a global star, man. A lot of people here don't even know who the fuck Fury is.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'm just being real with life.
That's the honest to God truth. There's a lot of people over here that have no clue who the fuck Tyson Fury is. You only ring a bell when you say Tyson because it's Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you say Tyson Fury, they say, "Oh, wait a minute, who?" You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as Crawford and Spence, you was right on the money. Depending on who you ask, and one's profile is no bigger than the other. I don't know how people keep downplaying the fact that this man is on one of the biggest sports networks in the world.
And they had like motherfuckers like dance partners that like, and people are not gonna pay for bullshit matchups. They just not.
And you can look at Mayweather for the proof.
Berto, down in the dirt.
450.
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You 50 millions and shit. Like, come on.
From Conor McGregor, and you did 4 million.
Matchups matter.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got to take that. They got to take that into perspective. And as far as Bud not being able to sell nothing, man, his highest pay-per-view was 180, if I'm correct. The one pay-per-view with, I think it was Postal, that should have never been a pay-per-view, and that wasn't Crawford's fault. No. That was his fault.
Yep.
But his highest pay-per-view was 180. Spence's highest pay-per-view was what, 250?
No, I believe like 3 something with Mikey, 360 with Mikey.
360 with Mikey, and it's trending downward. What was his last pay-per-view?
With Danny, like 2 something, 225, maybe.
2.25. So you got a 45,000 difference in there. Spence is not this pay-per-view star that they try to make him out to be. He has done decent numbers with the partners that he had, but if you're going off a track record, every pay-per-view from Mikey Garcia has been less than.
Yes. From From Sean to Danny, they all going down.
So how do you explain that? Is Mikey Garcia really that much bigger than the rest of them guys he had? Because that's the way it appears to be, at least in name value.
Yeah, maybe it was more intrigued to see if Mikey could really get it done.
So there you have it. So depending on who Spence fight is determined on his pay-per-view number. It ain't like he just going in there and he doing $500,000 with no matter who he get in there with.
True.
I wish people would be honest about that. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, Crawford and Spence name is synonymous.
And I'm trying.
When you mention one, you mention the other. Who don't know Crawford that don't know Spence? Like, it don't make any sense. If you know Crawford, you know Spence. If you know Spence, you know Crawford. At this point, if you've been following the soap opera, because that's exactly what the fuck it is right now.
That's all it is, my nigga. Days
Definitely.
of our lives.
And
world turns.
I don't know who it was that was saying that he think Crawford should go up to 154 and fight Jamel. If he can't get no fight with motherfucking Spence, how the fuck he gonna get a fight with Jamel?
I mean, maybe Jamel be easy to fight to get.
It don't matter what Jamel want. It don't matter what Spence want. It matter what the shot callers want. And the shot callers ain't making this fight right now.
True.
You know that Al can say whatever he want. Yeah. I'm for the fight.
Hey,
and then
hello, man.
He not fucking with them.
Did Gary Russell say Eddie Hearn offered me $1 million to fight Warrington beneath my standards?
Well,
Gary, man, come on, man.
Gary can take that no money, but Gary Russell did just mention some shit about Tank. He said, man, I asked Mayweather, man, him getting in the ring with me, Tank, and Gary Russell, he said that, man, that's not advantageous for Tank's career. At the very worst, Gary Russell gonna make him look bad, even if Tank win. He gonna take some of the luster off of that. So you know that PBC Mayweather stable, man, they moving business minded, man, but it's no good for the fans. That's a fact.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. But this nice, man. Anything else you want to say before I get to the next show? Jamal James elevated to WBA World welterweight title, because he got the regular.
Yeah, you know you gonna have a regular, and then you gonna have a regular title.
Damn, bro, this WBA just doing crazy shit.
You gonna have the WBA super title.
Yeah, Thurman said Earl got one of his belts.
Man, Keith Thurman need to go sit the fuck down somewhere.
Hey man, Keith Thurman, man, look. He right though. He right shit.
He not right. How do Errol Spence got one of his belts?
Yeah, Keith Thurman let it go.
Right, which meant it was no longer yours.
I thought he was a champion in recess.
No, they never made him no champion in recess.
They did make him a champion in recess. Let me find the article. No, let me show the article right quick.
Well, recess is over.
That nigga said recess is over.
It's time to go back to class now. Oh yeah, go get your book.
Let me make sure I'm right. Champion in recess. I can't even spell recess no more. How you spell that shit? Recess. Manny Pacquiao. No. Oh shit. I thought Keith Thurman was champion in recess.
Keith Thurman just had to drop that. They're like, man, come on, give us that.
WBC.
Yeah, you don't need that no more.
Damn.
That's what happened when you're a shitty champion.
Keith Thurman vacated. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought they put him in. No, they didn't streak him and change his status to champion recess. But yeah. Okay, yeah. WBC said Thurman will be the mandatory challenger for the new WBC welterweight champion once he comes back from his latest injury. If Thurman, that's if Thurman wants to fight for the WBC belt. He's currently the WBA belt. They made him champion in recess. I guess when he lost, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was that. You don't have it no more. That's like spending your money at the store and then saying the store got your money. No, the store don't got your money. That's their money now.
Oh, man. Damn. That sucks. That sucks. Well, D man, anything that you want to say, man, before I get on down, man.
I'm gonna go listen to these guys, man. This shit funny as hell, man.
Nah, I'm done. I'm almost 2 hours in, man. About to get to like either find another show. I mean, I've been thinking, man, should I do like a day show and like a night show? You know what I'm saying? Like
Nice show popping, man. And I have more free time. I'll be cutting in and out on your day shows.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna start doing, man. Start coming in at like 1:30 and probably 8:30 every day. You know what I'm saying? It may do like some quick report shows in between. You know what I'm saying? Just giving y'all like some little news or fights that got made or anything that happened, or if somebody do something or go live on IG, then I'll definitely bring y'all that shit too. But I'm thinking about just having a day show and a night show, man. But all right, D.
No doubt, man. I'll tap back in.
All right, man. Shout out to my guy D Nice, man. So y'all can probably catch me tonight for the 8:30 show. But right now, I think that's pretty much it. I'm out here looking to see if anything else is out there. You know what I'm saying? To see if anything else is out there, but I ain't really seeing none right now. So, what we gonna do? We gonna get on down, get to the next one, man. Y'all smash that thumbs up button on your way in, on your way out. It don't matter, man, as long as you smash that thumbs up button. Y'all have a good night, good day, and I'm on, I'm off, I'm on, I'm off, I'm on to the next. Peace out. Yes, sir. R&V, what's going on, R&V? R&V, call in, nigga. Call in, R&V, if you got time. Because I know they would love to hear your take on the split. R&V, if you got time, my brother, you'll be the last call I take. 317-220-6995. Because you was finna go off on me last night. So R&V, man, the phone lines are open for you. If you want to call in, you can. If not, then we're going to get on down, man. I'm going to give you there you go. He was finna go off on me last night about a split. R&V, welcome back, man. Talk to your boy. What should be the split if Errol Spence wins the title from Ugas? If Earl got 3 belts and Bud got 1 belt, what is the fair split?
You know the fair split, 95-5.
What?
95-5. I stuttered.
95% to 5%?
No, 95-5.
Okay. You want to like explain how you got to that number?
I'm joking. It wouldn't be that crazy, but if Earl got a 3rd belt, the fight ain't gonna ever happen. Because Bud pride is too big to even recognize that his leverage is down to damn near 0.
Okay.
So it would cause more problems because Earl will have an actual case, and Bud pride is already feel like he's somebody with that 1 little belt, so it'll never happen. The fight will get a Mayweather Pacquiao when they old.
Oh wow! So we're gonna take that.
Or it may never happen because Earl gonna move up and weight, and Bud can't travel too high up because he's a former little guy. So
what?
A former little guy. I stuttered. Y'all, what y'all tout? The 130 champ, all that. Yeah, he a former little guy.
130 champ.
Whatever. I don't know what champ he was. Champs or somebody. He beat somebody that nobody ever named.
Somebody named they mama or daddy named it.
What Earl tweeted out? got a list, but nobody ever remembers. I feel him. But hey, that's Bud's fault. He should have took the fight with Ugas. If Bud was smart, he'll hurry up, give Ugas all the money in the world, and hurry up and take that fight. But see, that's a chess move, and Bud haven't made a chess move since he signed the contract at ESPN. He made a chess move to make his pockets fat, but he haven't made a chess move where he could position himself to be a big dog in this game. So until you make that chess move, if he signed the PBC next year, Earl ain't got shit to say. Not a goddamn thing.
All right, Earl, anything else you want to say, man, before I get on out of here?
One time Thurman about to be back, and when he champ again, we need to make sure we have a full show. I want a fight week camp and all that other stuff. Sean Porter still can't dress, and Bud Crawford is still a champ. Is a chump, my bad.
Oh man. All right, man. All right, y'all. That was R&V. You know, but hey, but y'all know me, man. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know what I'm about, man. Shout out to everybody out in the chat, man. Great show today. Came in, had fun. We seen, we saw, we conquered. We did our motherfucking thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and then I'm gonna put my hoodie down. I never put my fucking hoodie down. I think I got on fucking halter top. And I'm gonna look, see what's out there, and get on to some more shows, man. Till next time, y'all know what it is, man. Mike on Sports. Yes, sir. Drop that beat.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell it. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on Sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on Sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on Sports. He call it how he see it.